How you guys doing? My name is Phoenix, Crazy Mike, just don't call me senpai, and welcome back to another podcast episode. And by today, we're gonna be doing another review, as we usually do. We usually do reviews on the daily or the weekly, but I'm trying, guys. Don't worry, I'm trying to get some people on. It's that every week they keep canceling. And I got to move it back a week. But don't worry, we'll get them. We'll force them on here. Don't worry, it's gonna be fun. I promise. Anyway, guys. But today, I'm guessing you can tell by the title. But we're gonna review Haikyuu today, and I'm excited for this one. You know, I play volleyball, and this one it's okay. That's just, if you were to ask me, do I like Haikyuu? All I would say, it's okay. It's not personally my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of these because it's all just talking. There isn't a lot of action, and when there is action, you get like 10 minutes in between the scenes of them saying, "Oh, how the hell did you get that by me?" Or like, it's just not interesting to me. But nonetheless, this one actually wasn't bad, but still not good. So for you those of you out there who don't know what Haikyuu is, I'm gonna read the description and then we'll go from there. Inspired after watching volleyball, Ace, nicknamed Little Giant in action, small student Shoyo Hinata revives the volleyball club at his middle school. The newly formed team even makes it to a tournament. However, their first match turns out to be their last when they are brutally squashed by the king of the court, Kageyama. Hinata vows to surpass Kageyama, and so after graduating from middle school, he joins Karasuno High School's volleyball team, only to find out his sworn rival Kageyama is now on this team. Thanks to his short height, Hinata struggles to find his role on the team. Even with his superior jump power, surprisingly, Kageyama has his own problems that only Hinata can help him with. And learning to work together appears to be the only way the team can be successful. So that's basically what it's about. That's like the first couple episodes. It only gave the first couple episodes. But basically what the whole series is about, it's about volleyball, and we're just going to go over the first season. And basically it's just them versing other schools, and it's your if you've ever been on a high school sport team, it's like that basically. This is all it is. It's like, it's a slice of life. I mean, what are you expecting? It's a school as well. And however, I do have to give it credit for the fact it is really funny. There are a couple scenes in here, or not a couple, in like every episode. There's some pretty funny scenes. I will admit, it's pretty funny. And the art style maybe isn't a 10 out of 10, but it's not bad. It's not bad, okay? I'm not going to say it's good, but it's not bad. So as far as plot goes, I've said this multiple times, and I'm going to continue to say it for the rest of my life. If you're going to want to create a successful anime, you need to have an actual plot for your characters, or for just the anime that either the main character needs to overcome, or just something like that. Every episode, you can't have a plot for every single episode. It just doesn't work. It's not going to be successful. But lucky for Haikyuu, it actually does have a decent plot. I mean, like every couple episodes, the plot kind of changes, but it kind of still circles around that one basic opinion that Hinata wants to make it to be a champion volleyball player or something like that. So it still does revolve around that basic idea. It's maybe getting close to the line, but it's not crossing it. So be careful, Haikyuu, because I haven't seen the last couple seasons, so be careful. I don't want to see you slipping off the rail. But nonetheless, plot-wise, like I just said, has okay plot. I mean, each character gets somewhat of character development. We do have like 3 players on their team that we haven't seen at all, basically, except for a couple lines here and there. So, you know, I mean, they're background characters, but come on, you could give them something. But however, every other of the characters on the team does actually have some decent plot to them. They all kind of have a backstory. Well, I mean, we get shown the backstory, but we don't like know too much about them, or at least for now. At least for now, I'm only talking about the first season. So with basic plots and decent character development, I mean, Hinata and Kageyama kind of become, well, and that's not true. They do become a lot closer, which is nice. So I'll give them that for the character development. But overall, character development, pretty good. Plot, it's okay. For a sports anime, it's okay. It's okay. I'll give it that. So plot-wise, I'm gonna give it a 7. Feeling kind. We'll give it a 7 today. Give it a 7. Now, moving on to the next section, which we'll go with, what should we do? Art or music? We'll do art. I think I usually do art next. So, art-wise, it kind of does some weird stuff here and there with the volleyball action part thing. Yeah. That part. Yeah, you know what I mean. But other than that, it's just basic. There's nothing special. And when I mean basic, don't get mad at me, okay? When I mean basic, I don't mean, oh, this sucks. I mean, like, there's nothing special. Like, if you were to draw a character as the Haikyuu art style, I couldn't tell, oh, hey, that's Haikyuu or something like that. Yeah. Okay? You get what I'm meaning now. It's just basic. But I will give it credit for the fact that the scenes in between do these like little funny interaction scenes where the background kind of changes. If you've seen it, you know what I mean, what I'm talking about. Those scenes are really good. I'll give it points for that. Those are pretty funny and those are pretty good. And the art style for those is unique to this anime. That's unique to this anime. So I'll give it credit for that. That's pretty good. Other than that, it's pretty basic, but also then again, I don't have any complaints, so I can't really say anything. If I don't have complaints, I can't give it a lower than at least 6 or at least 5, but at the same time, it's not anything special, so I can't give it really above a 7. So for that, I'm going to give it a 6, just because it's not special and it's not good, but it's basic. So no complaints. Now, this is where Haikyuu kind of gets some redeeming points here. This is where it kind of kicks in. It kicks in here. Is the music. You know what? The music in this anime is pretty good. And I mean pretty good, I mean baller, my guy. The opening and the ending are really good. For almost every opening is great, and almost every ending is great. So I will give it that the music's pretty good. You know what? Music's pretty good. I'm not saying all of it's good. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying most of it is really good. And if I'm going to be honest, I may have almost all the songs on my playlist. But furthermore, I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because the music in between the episodes isn't anything special. So it's gonna get a 9. It's gonna get a 9. 8.5. I'm being judgy today. I'm not in a good mood. We'll give it an 8.5. I'm just kidding. Yeah, 8.5. We'll give it that. So it's still good, but it ain't anything special. Now, what is our final review, Vinix? Well, let me sit you down, little kitties, and let me tell you what our final review is. I made that sound so weird. What's wrong with me? Anyway, it's final review. So we got what was it? 7 for plot, 6 for art, and an 8.5 for music. I think I'm gonna give it maybe. We'll give it a 7. We'll give it a 7. Yeah, we'll give it a 7. Yeah, 7. That's a good mark. I like that mark. So, Haikyuu, final review. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Plot's okay. Art, it's meh. But music is where it gets its redeeming points back. So I'll give it a 7. Okay, get a 7. And guys, like I always say, like I say every episode, if you guys want to keep track of your anime or you guys want to find new animes to watch, great place. Trust me when I say this. It doesn't cost a dime. Go on my anime list. It's a great place. There's also clubs too, which I didn't know. You can actually sign up, or not sign up, but you can join these clubs and you can just hang out with other people with similar interests. Like you can join what's the club? The Lollies Club, or like there's a Haikyuu club. I guarantee you there's a Haikyuu club. But there's just clubs for everything basically on here. And you can search it all up. There's also manga here as well, so you can find everything. It gives you the whole description, gives you everything. You can also friend people, so if you guys want to friend me, as usual, capital V, capital O, all the rest is lowercase, Vinix Official, one word. You can follow me there. You can see all the animes I've watched, all the manga I've read, and you can see all the reviews I've given to them. And if you guys also want to follow me on Instagram or my YouTube, same thing. It's the same username. Oh, on YouTube it's actually Vinix, but who's keeping track? Me. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today's. Oh wait, before I get ahead of myself. So next week, I say this every week because I keep trying. I swear to you guys, I keep trying to do it, but these dummies won't do it. I have two people coming on who I really want to get on. But every single week, it's always one person who can come and the other person can't. So that's what happened this week again. One of them was on board and the other one couldn't make it. So I'm going to schedule it again for next week. Whether or not it happens is not up to me. But if for some odd reason it doesn't happen again next week, we are going to be reviewing One Piece. Now, before all of you guys start jumping for joy, because I know there's some big One Piece fans out there, I haven't seen all of One Piece. I just recently started watching One Piece. And what episode am I on? I think I'm on episode 265? Yeah, so halfway through the Water 7 arc. Oh, no. I think I just finished the Water 7 arc. Something like that. Anyway, next week, we're going to be reviewing One Piece up to the point where I am. And I'm going to give my opinion on where I am at this point in One Piece. And then maybe later on in the year, I'll give my opinion later on. But that's going to do it for me, guys. My name is Vinix Crazy Mike. And I will see you again next week for another podcast episode. Peace.